I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and today I'm going to tell you about my favorite side steps in a couple of different categories for your two-door 2007 and up JK. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to check out other great videos like this one. Today we're going to talk about side steps in the tubular side step category, where I really like the Red Rock 4x4 3-inch curved round side step. We're also going to talk about some running boards, where my pick is the Barricade Extreme HD rocker step. And finally, in the hoop category, where I like the Car Super Hoop. Now, it is important to note that these are just my picks in these categories, as well as some of your feedback mixed in there, but there are a lot of different options to choose from in each of these categories. It's also important to note that today we're talking about side steps and not armor. These side steps are going to make a very useful step, however they are going to hang down lower and stick out further from the side of the Jeep than armor would, so these are not there for protection, but they are going to give you a good, useful step. So let's get into it. In the tubular side step category, I really like these Red Rock 4x4 3-inch curved round side steps. These are going to be a very traditional and a very simple side step that just works. These are made of a steel tubular material, and they do come in a couple of different finishes. What we have here is the textured black powder coat finish, and of course these are going to have a large plastic black stepping surface, which does have some texture to it as well to ensure that you're going to have some good grip, even if it's snowing, raining, or if you're out in the mud. Now, the other thing that I like about these steps is that they do have this curve on the end of them. These are also available straight, but I like the ones with the curve. They return into the Jeep, and it gives you a really finished look. Now, overall, these steps are going to be less expensive than some of the other ones on the market, and they're going to be a very easy install. These are designed to be bolted directly onto your Jeep. These will come with brackets that you'll install under the pinch seam and the underside of your tub, and then just bolt the side step right onto the bracket. For a running board style side step, my pick is the Barricade Extreme HD rocker step. Right off the bat, you can tell how this is different from that tubular step that we just talked about from Red Rock. This is going to be a much broader and flatter stepping surface. It is going to stick out further from the side of the Jeep, giving you a very, very useful step. And in my opinion, this gives you a little bit more of a modern look versus the more traditional look of that round tubular step. This is also going to be a steel step with a large, flat stepping surface that has these holes punched in it. The holes are there for style, to lighten things up a little bit, and of course for drainage, so when you get mud, rain, or snow on it, the water has somewhere to go. Now, these are also going to bolt directly onto your Jeep without any drilling or cutting necessary, and these are going to actually bolt onto those body bushing bolts that flank either side of your main body bolt. To get these installed, all you need to do is remove those bolts, hold these up in place, and replace the bolts. So this is a very strong mounting method. This is the same method used by a lot of rock sliders. Now, I'm not going to say that you can take these out and drop your Jeep off of a ledge onto a rock and expect these to hold up. These do stick out pretty far from the Jeep, so there's a lot of leverage there. And again, this is a step and this isn't armor. However, the way that these mount do mean that you're going to get a very solid stepping surface. And because these do sit up a little bit higher than those tubular side steps, they also help to hide the otherwise unfinished looking pinch seam on the side of your Jeep, which is a feature I really like. In the hoop style step category, I really like these Car Super Hoop XP3s. Now, Car does have a couple of different hoop steps. Some of them are a little bit smaller, if you like that a little bit better. Now, these are going to be for those of you that don't like a running board or a side step that goes wheel to wheel that covers that whole rocker area. You want something that's a little bit more minimalist, but still gives you a great stepping surface. This is an aluminum step that has this gnarled style finish on it, again, just giving you a really sure footing even in wet, mud, or snow conditions. Now, this is going to be an aluminum step, which is a really nice feature because even if you were to chip off the powder coat finish on these steps, you're not going to get rust like you would with mild steel. You'll just get a little bit of oxidation. Now, one thing to note with these steps, this is a little bit more of a universal fit style of step, so you are going to have to do some drilling to get this installed. You're going to hold the step up, figure out where you want to position it underneath the door, mark where the brackets need to go, center punch and drill those holes, and then attach everything with all of the hardware that's included in it. So that's my pick for a tubular round side step, where I like the Red Rock 4x4 3-inch curved round step. A running board style side step, where I like the Barricade Extreme HD rocker step, and finally a hoop style step where I like the Car Super Hoop. Make sure you comment below to let me know which one you like best and which one you're going to install on your Jeep, or if you completely disagree and like one of the other ones in the category better. For now, I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com. Thanks for watching.